Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
2nd and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
First down, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Here's 3rd and 3. They run again with Dowdle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They run here with Dowdle.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
Evades him at the 10. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, they'll run it here. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now 2nd and 9.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's second down and 3. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the ground, Lipke.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here now, 3rd down. They'll run here with Lipke.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain. One final try for Tagovailoa.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.